Hello and welcome to CryptoWeeklies. Today we are going to discuss about Cardano and its token ADA. We'll be conducting a AI-based forecast, base case, bull case, bear case for ADA going forward. The crypto retirer, which tells number of ADA tokens needed to be a crypto millionaire, evaluating whether ADA is overvalued or undervalued, and its risk-based dollar cost averaging strategy. This none of the content is financial advice. With this, we'll proceed. We'll look at the last 24 hours worth of news in a TLDR format. Most of the narratives are bullish over the last 24 hours. You can go through each of them. I'll focus on couple of the narratives related to legendary trader Peter Brand endorses Satoshi Nakamoto's Bitcoin vision. That is a bullish narrative. Worldcoin related bearish news. Worldcoin plummeting to all-time lows. And another Bitcoin correction related bearish news related to on-chain analyst Willy Woo. This is what happened over the last 24 hours in a TLDR format. The key idea is looking at the news using a machine learning based approach to easily digest what is happening in the market. In terms of peak valley, which is a composite score between 0 and 1, what are the current risk level in the market? The idea over here is when the color codes are in blue or green, that's when the risk reward favors entering in the market, whereas when the risk score or colors are between orange and red, that's when the exiting market is favorable. Right now the color is yellow, which is a neutral color, but you can notice that the risks are going down in a not so linear fashion, from 0.37 risk to about 0.222 risk. If and when the risk score goes below this 0.2 threshold, that's when the color code would shift from yellow to green. This is calculated by analyzing the risk return profile of top 100 cryptos using factors such as volatility, alpha, beta, Sharpe ratio, and percent drawdown to provide one single metric to analyze what is happening in the market in terms of risk reward potential. This gets updated every single day, like all of the indicators on the website. The on the website is on the bottom of your screen. In terms of the risk meter, today we are going to discuss about Cardano and ADA. You can see this is price related risks starting November 2017. How the price is performing with relative to its peak valuation, whether it's closer to a peak. That's when the risk is between this 0.8 and 0.8 and 1. If it's close to bottom, that's when the risk is between 0 and 0.3. Right now the risk score for ADA is 0.62. It's right now more risky than some of the other cryptos, such as larger caps such as Bitcoin and ETH, based on their own risk reward. Looking at the heat map over the last key performance period, 7 days and 24 days, Maker has made around over the last 24 hours. Over the last 7 days, Uniswap and Toncoin are the large gainers. Over the last 30 days, again Uniswap and XMR, and over the last 90 days, it's still Toncoin holding the lead. In terms of what has happened to the narratives, narratives which are gaining popularity, this is last 7 days worth of discussions on Twitter and YouTube related to crypto. This is again a machine learning based summarizer, a word cloud on the top narratives in the crypto market. Bitcoin definitely taking the lead. You can see over here Cardano is also one of the popular narrative. That means it with relative to its attention, in the crypto market, Cardano is still holding, even though price action has not been that great. Yes, there are a lot of discussions related to Cardano, so maybe there are a lot of narratives gaining popularity. Over the last 7 days, the discussions revolved, the new narratives popping up on the wall are the FOMC meeting and the CPI related discussion. That is again a Fed related narratives are gaining some of the popularity. In terms of the bullishness, this is still more has a more attention compared to the bearishness over here, which is a smaller narrative right now. Altcoins are definitely in being discussed. Some of the altcoins apart from Cardano is Solana over here, XRP, and then again some of the meme coins that were discussed or were over the last 3 to 4 days, they have disappeared from this wall. That means it's more of the top cryptos, top 10 cryptos, one of which Cardano is definitely top 10 right now. You can see over here, it's at number 10 spot. This is coin market cap. Now looking back to the portfolio builder, we can see the optimal portfolio builder. In this also, this is the prescription by the AI model, looking at the price action since the bear market of 2022 began. What has been, which cryptos have been a part of optimal mid cap portfolio. This is again not financial advice. ADA definitely has a allocation of about 3.16% based on the price action since the bear market began. So looking at the SMA risk, this is Bitcoin and Ether. The key idea over here is the difference between the price and the simple moving average. When the difference becomes too large to the upside, that means we are entering a high risk environment in terms of short term risk. That means the risk of mean reversion is very high, like it was in March of 2024. You can see the peak of uh, the mini bull run that we had in March of 2024, that the SMA related risk was highest to about 0. More than 0.9 during the early part of March. Right now, the risks is both ETH risk is at around 0.47, Bitcoin risk is around 0.43. We are in the moderate risk band in a larger scheme of things. If this again goes beyond the zero point 0.4, that is the normalized difference between the SMA and the price, that's when we enter this low risk environment. That is again one of the tools that I personally use for dollar cost averaging. Again, we update this every single day. So now that we have covered everything on the news front, let's look at Cardano and token ADA and conduct an AI based forecast. That we have the weekly price action of ADA starting November 2017 till about today, that is June 16. And this weekly price action is the AI model is trained on this weekly price action, and the following are the output. The base case scenario is the line in middle, the green zone is the bull case, the red zone is the bear case. The bull case, sorry, the base case for ADA going forward from June to about November of 2024 is price action between 40 cents over here to about 47 cents. You can see the price action for ADA right now is at around 41 cents. So again, the base case, if the market stays sideways, that's the base case for ADA. The bull case, this is one standard deviation AI based forecast, that is about 70% confidence level. The model says that the price action for ADA could be somewhere between 47 cents and $1.67 between now and November of 2024. So that is about a 4x from where that is the peak valuation is at around 4x from where the current price is. So this is the bull case. The bear case, if there is a sizable correction in the market, the price action could plummet to between 14 cents and 35 cents. So that's the one standard deviation bottom. If we go there, even in the bear market of 2022, later part of 2022, early 2023, the price action did not fall as far as 24 or 25 cents for ADA. This is again the AI based approach. Now we'll look at ADA from a retirement perspective. This is our CAGR model, which is compound annualized growth rate. 8% growth rate for the next 15 years will fetch ADA's one ADA's price at around $1.31. That's a very modest growth. 8% is what most of the index funds provide. That is and the number of ADA tokens required in that scenario to be a millionaire would be at around 760,000 without any staking. In terms of the realistic case, which is 15% growth year over year for ADA, again, some might say it's still very conservative, but again, this is we are looking 15 years into the future. We don't even know ADA would be a relevant crypto at that point in time. But this is again the key idea is not to say that ADA has to stay relevant for the next 15 years, but if let's say it is one of the top 20 crypto, what its growth rate would be. If it manages to slide down and becomes more and more uh, lower ranked crypto, let's say it falls out of the top 20, then the key idea would be replacing Again, not financial advice, replacing whatever ADA I have, personally speaking, with the new entrant, so as to stay relevant in the top 20 cryptos by market cap. So in this scenario, with 15% growth rate, one ADA instead of $1, it would be at around $3.30, and the number of ADA tokens required to be a millionaire would be, instead of 760,000, it would be less than 300,000 without any staking. If on the other hand, ADA manages to do what Bitcoin, half of what Bitcoin did over the last 15 years, that is growing at around 22%, one ADA, instead of $3, it's close to $8.20. And number of ADA tokens to be a 2040 ADA millionaire would be at around 122,000 without any staking. So this is how we calculated a compound annualized growth rate based model. You can see the not just the number of tokens, but the price in today's terms that would fetch you a million in 2040. Again, 2040 is just a random number year. You can see for each of the year over here the price at the point at the compound annualized growth rate, as well as the number of tokens needed for each of the year between now and 2040. So that's the beauty of this model, and also the beauty of exponentiality in general. Looking at the evaluation right now, is Cardano and its token ADA undervalued or overvalued with respect to its historical price? Yeah, it is undervalued. The reference is this red line. If it's this red line is below this zero threshold, that means in terms of its MVRV, which is market value, realized value, Z score, the price is undervalued. Let's look at that is one of the indicator for me to decide whether it's a good time to dollar cost average. In terms of the regression analysis, this is again the fair value of ADA is the line in the pink, which is the line in middle, and the white line is the price line. This is the polynomial regression function, which takes care of the bull case. The base case function, that is the line in pink again. This is a polynomial regression function. That means during the upswings, or when the price is in appreciation mode, the bend of the line is in an upswing, whereas in the bear market, the bend is in downswing. As you can see that sometime around late February of 2024, the polynomial regression function started to turn back in an upswing mode. And right now, if you see over here, the fair value of ADA per this analysis is at around 45 cents, whereas the price is at around 41 cents. If you were to analyze this into a regression band of one standard deviation residual, both to the upside and the downside, we can see that price action has the tendency to mean revert and spend about 70% of the time in these bands. And these one standard deviation peak and bottoms are at around 92 cents and 21 cents. So that is also a one standard deviation peak and bottom target for ADA. If we were to look at over a longer period of time, what is a two standard deviation peak for ADA, which again takes care of about 95% of the price action to the upside, only uh, a momentary journey above it, and then again gets corrected to the downside momentarily. That two standard deviation peak in terms of price is around $1.88. And if you remember, this level is very close to the AI based forecast that we have for ADA in a bull case scenario at $1.70 as opposed to $1.80 in the regression approach for ADA. In terms of the risk color right now, this is again the distance of ADA's price in and the 20-week simple moving average. Right now, the risk level in terms of the distance from 20-week is at around 0.31. I ideally like only to analyze this as a point of reference. I don't make my strategic decisions, because what tends to happen is the distance between the price and the simple moving average is minimal during the initial capitulation phase, as you can see during December 2021 and till about February 2022. That's when the risk level were the lowest. That is again at the purple risk level. The second least risky was again during the secondary capitulation phase between January to May of 20 or June of 2022. But right now, again, the risk levels are at around, per this approach, is at around 0.3. I don't use this, but particularly I like to see this confluence with the DCA based risk analyzer which we launched today. over here. I'll just get rid of a few things on this chart. Yeah, this is the distance between the regression trend line for ADA and the price. So in on this one, this is again a really good, these are not financial errors but really good bottoming indicator for ADA. Whenever the risks are between 0 and 0.2, that's when per this analysis, let's see over here, if we get rid of some of the high risk levels, this is again between 0 and 0.4. You can see that the price action whenever, or the price action whenever the risks are less than 0.4, that's when DCA in is extremely beneficial. Right now the risk levels per this analysis is between 0.1 and 0.2. That is again the second best time to dollar cost average per the historical price action for ADA. Right now again, you can see today, and this updates at a daily level. Today at around June 16th, the price at around 41 cents, the risk level is at around 0.19. So this is again one of the ways to analyze the price action for ADA. And with this I would like to conclude the video which says the in terms of ADA's risk levels, fairly low in terms of SMA risk is again at around a third best spot in terms of over here, the third best spot over here. In terms of regression analysis, price is below the fair value. In terms of discerning whether ADA is overvalued or undervalued, it's undervalued at this point. We went over the retirement based scenarios and the AI based forecast, the base case between 40 cents and 47 cents, the bull case between 47 cents and $1.67, and the bear case between 14 cents and 35 cents. So hope you like this video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. Also give this video a like, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.